Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. My name is Mike Bro, and so honored you would tune in today. It's fun for me to spend a few minutes with you every day, just kind of thinking through how God's talking to me and how God's directing my life, and just really grateful that you're even interested in stuff like this. We've been kicking off this new year. Just listen to God say, "Come on, walk this way." We heard God say, "Stop at the crossroads, look around, ask for the old godly way, and start walking in it." You do it, you'll find rest for your soul. We spent the entire, I think, the last 4 or 5 days just talking about the playlist in our head and how we cooperate with God in the transformation process by changing the way we think. And we threw out a couple of words to keep us on track: feed and focus, feed and focus. If we just feed our minds the right stuff, focus on the right thing, it'll help us keep on track. Because what we feed our minds and what we focus on, it's the ball game. It just is. We've been saying it this way: your direction determines your destination. Your decisions determine your direction. What you download determines your decisions. And now, who you walk with makes all the difference. This week, we're just going to focus a while on the importance of finding a partner this year to walk with. Now, you know as I do, it's so much easier to reach like fitness goals if you have somebody to work out with, somebody that's spotting you, somebody that's pushing you, encouraging you, or if you run with a group or you join an exercise class. I mean, you're just doing it with some other people. And if you want to continue down the new road that you've decided to travel this year, you can't just walk alone. I mean, there are just some things that were not meant for one person to do all by themselves. Things like life. God made us to do this life together. And as you probably already know, the value of human connectedness is one of the most proven by research. I mean, we know more about the value of connection and the destructiveness of isolation than just about anything else. I mean, tons of research show that when people have strong support systems where they're like processing their needs, their feelings, their fears, their problems, places they can take their joys, they are physically healthier, they got stronger immune systems, and when they do need medical attention, they usually respond to treatment much better. They're emotionally healthier, got less stress, less depression, less anxiety, most likely to reach their attempts to change their life, more able to reach their goals, and on and on and on and go. The research reveals everything we do is affected by the quality, the amount, and the level of connection with other people that we have in our lives. Robert Putnam was part of Harvard's famous, exhaustive connectedness research, writes in his book called Bowling Alone, the single most common finding from a half century's research on life satisfaction, not only from the U.S. but around the world, is that happiness is best predicted by the breadth and depth of one's social connections. Emotionally isolated people are more prone to depression, low self esteem, substance abuse, sexual addiction, eating and sleep disorders. People who are socially disconnected are between 2 and 5 times more likely to die from any cause than those who have close ties to family, friends, and other relationships. In fact, studies show that people who have bad health habits like smoking, elevated blood pressure, physical inactivity, but they have strong connectedness, actually live longer than people who have great health habits but are disconnected. Which leads this researcher to conclude, better a Krispy Kreme with friends than a salad alone. Can I get an amen? There's just power in connection. When we live in isolation, we're much more likely to give in to temptation or discouragement. Haven't you found it to be true? When we live disconnected, we're much more likely to become self absorbed. We're more likely to spend our money in selfish ways. We're more likely to relapse back into old destructive patterns. Plus, not only do we suffer when we live in isolation, but other people get cheated out of the love that God intended to give them through you and me. So let me give you a walk this way verse. Proverbs 13:20. Whoever walks with the wise will become wise. Whoever walks with fools will suffer harm. So let me ask you, who are you walking with? When something goes wrong, do you have at least one friend that you can easily talk to about it? I mean, who would you call 3 o'clock in the morning when your world's falling apart? You got a friend like that? Are you a friend like that to somebody else? You got a friend you can text immediately to let them know some good news? You have a friend you can drop in on any time without calling ahead. I mean, who in your life has fridge rights? They can just bounce right in and open up your fridge. Is there somebody who knows your greatest fears? Is there someone who knows your greatest temptations? Do you have a friend that you know well enough that you can just trust their confidentiality? Absolutely. Who rubs off on you? Do you know Jesus as an intimate friend? That's just something to think about today, something to pray about today, because who you walk with is a big deal. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise. We're going to talk more about this tomorrow. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.